Welcome back to tonight's sad reality, where the only reality more sad than my upload schedule is probably my sleep schedule. It is currently 3:17 in the morning, and this is actually the third time I'm recording this video tonight, because quite frankly, the first time the audio broke, the second time I ran out of computer space, and then this time I waited about an hour both playing, I think it's Pressure on Roblox. So yeah, it's 3 in the morning now, I guess. Anyways, today pissed me off at work, like a lot. I have a lot to talk about, even this is the third time talking about it. Here we go. So, sometimes, days at work, they're kind of normal, sometimes they're not, sometimes they suck a lot. And today was kind of one of those days. It started with a few small things and added up, and there was one point, I didn't really snap, but like, internally, I was like, man, if someone were to like, stop existing, I would want it to be this person. It was really a dumb thing, but still. So, this lady is checking through the golf section, right? It's cool. She likes looking through golf stuff, but looking for clearance, whatever. And now she needs to find clearance stuff or wants a sale, whatever. Brings up 2 shirts, okay? It's buy one, get one free. And she pulls the classic, if I get one, can I get the one half off? Or not the, did I say buy one, get one free? I did not mean that. It's 3 in the morning. Buy one, get one half off. She's like, well, can I get the one just half off? And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. Funny, I guess, but some people genuinely think this is true. She goes back over there, checks through more golf stuff. Next, it's, looking for, what, she gets clearance stuff. So the 2 clearance stuff, and the buy one, get one half off. Comes back up to the register, and, she's like, okay, I'm gonna get these 4. And then by the time I finish ringing up, she's like, actually, I just want the 2 on clearance. And then I take them out, whatever. And then she decides to go back over there a 3rd time, looks through stuff, and then I can't remember what she ended up deciding. But point being, I was so pissed off with that. Not because her spending time, whatever. It was because she destroyed the entire golf section while trying to find the cheapest golf stuff to buy. It just pissed me off to skip dialogue. I didn't realize I could do this. The first time I just kind of let it play out. But anyways, that just bothered me so much today. Because then someone has to go clean it up, and it's just one person looking for a good deal, and I'm like, why? That wasn't even the start of the day either. The day started off with a customer, a bit of a Karen, if you will, and she was, she didn't want to wait in lines. She was behind me. She's like, sir? I'm like, there's 10 people in line, I gotta do this, whatever. And eventually it's just like, yeah, so, I need to, like, gosh, what do you need to request? You see, it's 3 in the morning, and, like, my allergies get bad late at night. So I swear the second recording was actually decent, but now we're never gonna know, because, the computer was like, no bueno, not happening. So, she doesn't want to wait in line, I guess, because she's got to return, she's not actually buying anything, so whatever, and we tell her to wait in line, she ends up getting here, and then, the time she gets to me, she's like, okay, well, I also need to order something online. And I'm like, okay, you can do that back in footwear. If you don't want to do that back in footwear, that's great. You don't have to. And she's like, well, because I waited so long, could you like, do it for me? And I'm like, there's people still online. And she's like, it's a bit of a back and forth, and I ended up caving, whatever. It just pisses me off, because A, I have no backbone, and then B, that people feel the need to put themselves above everyone else. It just kind of drives me off the wall, if you will. Now, between this and just other small things where it's like a normal day, customers don't look you in the face because they never do, you're just a cashier. What do people care, you know? Such is life, I suppose. I'll sneeze again. My allergies are so peak. Point being, can't say I recommend working in retail, and days like that kind of happen. But I didn't want to spend the entire time just talking about that. I want to talk about what it means for me to be pissed off, because it honestly says more about me than it says about the world we live in. I mean, sure, it says a lot about the world, but where do I fit in this, you know? And why did I pick this game? Well, our character, did I really just soft like myself? I know, okay. I'm a little stupid. Our character here sees the world in a very unique way, different colors, you know. And the world sees him in a very unique way, because the world interacts with him the same way he sees it, I guess. Now, retail, I'm not even sure how to equate, and there's the first death of the playthrough. Retail, I have no idea how to equate to that, because at the end of the day, it's you and a bunch of customers, you know? I mean, if everyone's on their phone, they don't even look you in the eyes when you're checking them out, ringing them out, whatever, however you're supposed to say it. What does it actually mean? I mean, maybe they're really important lives, maybe it's like the Mr. Beast thing, where it's like, okay, you got something going on 24/7, and it's super important. Or maybe it means I'm super unimportant. I don't know. If you're watching this video and you see a cashier, thank them for the work that they do, because sometimes they put in more work than you think. Sure, some of us 21-year-olds are incredibly lazy and very worthless, but I don't know. Maybe not all of us are. I don't know if I'm speaking as me being that person, the worthless or the worthful. Worthful, is that even a word? But yeah. So that was a lot of venting. I'm surprised I actually kept that going for so long. I know I'm a cashier though, and that's kind of who I am at this point in my life, but maybe that'll change eventually. And I would like to think too that at the same time we're all human to some extent. And it's like when you're talking with someone or when you're interacting with them, you look them in the face, you're not on your phone 24/7 and don't even look at them, and I'm like, man, why do we do that? You know, the customers that come up in line, they don't even say a word to you. And when you ask them, like, would you like your receipt printed, emailed, or both? And they just say yes. I'm like, okay, well, you weren't listening. Sure, I mumble a good bit, but, like, really? You know, there's other small behaviorisms too that add up, but as a general statement, I think I've said this before, but it just feels like we got a little zombies in the world, you know? People don't feel like they're real, they don't pay attention, they just walk into the store and say, hey, how's your day going? Like, how you doing? And they just don't even bat an eye. I'm like, did you hear me? Did you not hear me? Are you just afraid of social interaction? I don't know what the case is, but it feels sad. Regardless. I don't know, like, I'm like, hey, I'm a Discord snob, I sit here all day on Discord, on the internet, and I feel like I have more social skills than some of the adults in our society, and that's kind of a bit of a tragedy in my opinion. I did not mean to do that. Going too fast. Sometimes you start to feel like background noise in someone else's day, and if that's true, hopefully it's not, but that's certainly how it feels some days. It's like, well, there's a lot we do, but there's also a lot that we just, I suppose, we exist for. Kind of makes me wonder too how much my superiors make off of me, because if you help run the store metrics, whatever, sure, I'm just a bit of background noise there, but they make a small fortune off of that, I assume. So I've been told I'm working for pennies when I could be working for mountains. I'm not sure how much it really matters either. Got a wizard money gang. We love casting spells. Yeah, I'm not mad when people don't really interact with me. I can't really be, because it's kind of like everyone does the same thing. So can I be mad at everyone? Maybe. Is it justified? Maybe. But should I? No. Doesn't really serve any benefit most of the time. It's not like I'm really doing anything with that anger or that pent-up rage, whatever. It's more like being reminded that we don't really matter to those people, and that's fine. I always find it funny too when people are like, oh hey, it's my sister's birthday, or oh hey, it's my uncle's brother's sister's mother's bat mitzvah. I don't know. And I'm like, hey, tell them the random cashier at Dick's Sporting Goods said happy birthday, or whatever the occasion is, you know. You know, that one joke, it's like, I'm either really happy for you or really sad that happened. Like the I don't really care response. But and maybe they do, maybe they don't, but I think it's cool, and maybe it's a little bit fake pretending to enjoy things with other people, but maybe it's showing that a complete stranger could care. I think that means something, and hopefully it does. At least to some extent, maybe, somewhere. Down the hole. Down the other hole. You know, they say, when there's a hole, there's a... I'm not gonna finish that sentence. So, I guess in a lot of ways, I did serve a lot of people today, but I also want to talk about what this meant. I mean, this is a beautiful game, beautiful soundtrack, and, honestly, it's funny, I think I got it on Steam for free. I'd highly recommend it to you if you just want, like, a platformer to kind of chill out with, maybe for an hour or two on a night, unless you're going for all the collectibles. Might take you 3 or 4 hours then, but we'll see. Or I guess if you're not using the guide, I should say. What does this character see? Why does life seem so gray and unlocking the color spectrum? It's kind of cool to think that even just like using a set of pixels, you can illustrate some reference of, oh hey, this is different. We can see things differently. And maybe there's something cool to that. I don't know. I need this purple box. Come with me, purple box. I'm being stupid. I'm being really stupid. There we go. But I'm also like running out of ideas. If you can't tell, it's late at night and I'm tired. Long day. Getting pissed off at random people for doing things that I think are pretty dumb, but maybe not to everyone. And then I also meant to talk about that as well, because I talked about this in the other recording, but not in this one. So these are all one-off takes. I wonder sometimes why people go bargain shopping. Like, the lady who really seemed like she really needed this extra $2 in her account. Maybe she was just paying off a loan or something and like really needs that money. I forgot you could die that way. Like, maybe there was a just reason for it, you know? Who am I to judge? Maybe the lady that really needed to go fast, she had her son's baseball game to go to and didn't really want to miss it. And I think it's kind of cool to play devil's advocate, or angel's advocate in this case, I guess. I'm not the only person in life that matters, but, sometimes it certainly feels that way if you only have one perspective, so it's good to remind yourself that there are other colors with which to see life, you know? Kind of the point of this game, I suppose. Switch the colors here. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do it, but I hope it's close enough. Like, I'm not trying to speedrun this. It's just a casual playthrough with a no timer on screen. If anything, we should have like a sneeze or sniffle counter, how screwed up my allergies are. Hopefully I'm not mumbling too poorly either. Although I know that tends to happen. And again, credit where it's due. Sometimes when customers don't hear me, I'm like, it's probably me mumbling again, honestly. I can talk loudly, I can project, but also it's 3 in the morning. I'm in my parents' house, and quite frankly, their lives are probably more important than mine, so... Perspective is everything, sometimes, and I do believe in absolute truth and all that, but I also think sometimes it's easy to get bogged down by what is and what isn't. Often we forget the small things that we have to be thankful for. Oh yeah, it's this one. So what we do is push this through here, get on top of this box, get ready for this. That comes down. Cool game, I'd recommend this one. It's just a fun platformer, chill, nice music, especially if you're just kind of vibing at 3 in the morning, praying that your recording software doesn't run out of stuff. So I guess I should probably keep this short. and all that. I think I do have a little bit more to say, and half the struggle is honestly just remembering what it was that I said earlier. And that's kind of the beauty of one takes as well, is you have everything fresh on the mind. Or it all just kind of comes out when you mean for it to, or when it happens, I suppose. I do remember earlier now, I talked about my coworker briefly as well. Oh my gosh, that was not conveniently timed. So, she was a little bit stressed out at work today because everything is kind of breaking around her. Which sucks, but at work it's not like you can really do anything about it, but still stressed about it because you get to go home to nothing in a way. I mean, if your computer's broken and all you really do is stuff online, I guess that's a reason to be kind of worried, because, well, it sucks that you can't do anything when you get home. It's like the one place you go to take a rest, you're not able to. I think that kind of sucks. Feel bad for that, but, on the bright side, she'd asked me, she was like, hey, you want to maybe come over tomorrow and help me fix that? And I'm like, you know, I am more than down to. I might get a random text out in the middle of the blue today, and I'll help out with that if I need to. If not, I am honestly not expecting it, and I'll probably be sleeping in until 5 p.m. or something ridiculous. I say that half joking, maybe like 1, but I'll probably actually wake up early just because I like living the days. I like experiencing the days, the colors, the different moods. I think it's a very valuable insight too to remember that this kind of color change here. It's the good days that make the bad days seem worse than they are. So you have a lot to be thankful for when you are having a bad day, and it's the bad days that make the good days good. Because you wouldn't really be super appreciative if every day was good, you know? Say all that to say, that this is worth something tonight, and maybe don't be too mad at people, because they might have their reasons, and I do too. But that doesn't necessarily mean I know any more of what I'm doing than everyone else does. So all that said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. I hope this is worth something. This wasn't just complete nonsense, although it definitely feels like it, this being the third time I've recorded this. Just because the first two were literally unwatchable, unusable, whatever. So, have a good rest of your nights. I shall be around tomorrow night for yet another sad reality. So, have a great rest of your night.